The following is a presentation of KBHB Radio Sports. KBHB Radio Sports presents Sturgis Titans Baseball. Tonight's game is being brought to you by Lynn's Dakota Mart, where you'll find the better choices and better prices. By Flex Fitness Sturgis CrossFit. Get fit in 2020. We have everything you need to get in your best shape ever. By Castile Auction and Real Estate, your real estate and auction company working for you. By Northern Hills Eye Care, see the caring eye doctors of the Northern Hills. By Rocking Tree Floral and Garden Center, it's spring. Come see what's in bloom at Rocking Tree. By CBH Co-op, providing ranch, home, and commercial customers with reliable energy, agricultural, and convenience products. By Arby's of Sturgis. At Arby's, we have the meats and the drive-thru is open. And by Quick Mart Sturgis Subs. Get your scooper here at Quick Mart and check out great subs at Sturgis Subs. Well, good evening, everyone. We welcome you into Strong Field here in Sturgis on this Tuesday, or make that Monday night. I wish it was Tuesday, but it's a Monday night. The cloud cover is starting to thicken here a little bit. There is some rain showing up on the radar, but as of the moment, everything appears to be staying away, at least from the Sturgis area. Gary Matthews along with Terry Anderson here tonight. It's the final home game of the season for the Sturgis Titans tonight, and they saved the best for last, I guess you could say. Rapid City Post 22 is in town to take on the 18-8 Sturgis Titans baseball team. Terry, this Titans team is coming in after a hard-fought battle with Brandon Valley. They made it close. Fell a little short, though, up in Spearfish on Saturday.
Yeah, lost 12-9. They had to claw back into it, down 4-1 early, but they did get back into it. David Anderson, a two-run dinger in the sixth inning, and John Fisher on base, or at bat with a couple men on base. It looked like one big swing could tie it up, but just didn't have it in him. So the Titans lost to Brandon Valley 12-9.
So the Titans, who played Post 22 earlier this season, and that was a doubleheader, I believe, down at Floyd Fitzgerald, and they lost both of those games. They were hoping to play a doubleheader here tonight, but they were out of pitchers. That's because we've had quite a few games over the past 4 or 5 days. These two teams have played a lot of games, so they were a little short on pitchers here tonight. So, Terry, how's the pitching situation tonight? How are we going to go for each team tonight?
Well, I'll tell you, back on June 10th, the Titans went down to Fitzgerald Stadium in Rapid City. They lost 10-0 in game one. They only had one hit. David Anderson had the lone hit in that game. Guess who the starting pitcher was in game one of that doubleheader?
Well, if I had to venture a guess.
Dylan Ritchie, who's going to pitch tonight for Post 22. Dylan threw a one-hitter, 4 2/3 innings, 10 strikeouts. The Titans couldn't even get the bat on the ball. Only 4 Titans got on base in game one. Game two wasn't much better. Titans lost 9-2 in game two out in Rapid City. So, yeah, tough. I mean, the Titans came into that doubleheader undefeated at 7-0, and they left 7-2. But looking for a little bit of revenge tonight here at the friendly confines of Strong Field.
All right, and of course, since the Titans are the home team, they'll bat last in the inning, so they'll be in the outfield. Here's how the lineup looks tonight. Gage Murphy will take the mound tonight for the Sturgis Titans. And in the infield with him, Zach Hess behind home plate, John Fisher at first, R.J. Andrzejewski over at second, Dylan Gillespie at third. Shortstop tonight is Owen Cass. Out in the outfield, Dustin Allen has left, Ridge Inhofer has center, and David Anderson out in right field tonight for the Sturgis Titans. So Gage Murphy gets the pitching start tonight. He's had a few pretty good games here for the Sturgis Titans, but by far probably his biggest game of the year to start
definitely.
tonight.
Yep. I think he's Coach Bradford's go-to pitcher, 26 innings pitched, and we'll go over his stats in just a moment.
Playing of the national anthem commences here. We'll be right back.
Let's talk about the X's and O's of family entertainment. Every parent in South Dakota knows the importance of being able to draw up an activity that'll get you out of the house for a couple of hours. But it needs to be affordable. It needs to be family-friendly. Above all, it needs to be fun. Now, let's talk about high school sports. Bang for your buck, school sports provide the perfect game plan for your family. You'll enjoy all of the drama and excitement competitive sports offer. You'll be supporting the future leaders of our community in a meaningful way. Best of all, you can take the entire family without breaking the bank. Heck, you won't even dent it. Now, enough chalk talk. Let's get out there and see what's playing at the high school in your community. School sports. Good for our kids, good for our community. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
It's summertime and you're on the go. Quick Mart of Sturgis invites you to stop in and grab a delicious sub sandwich made with their own fresh baked bread. And be sure to try their new seasonal specials like pulled pork, brisket, and summer salads. You can always call ahead and they'll have your order ready when you get there. Quick Mart loves their loyal customers and is proud to support our students and athletes. They're your one stop for gas, diesel, snacks, ice, and Sturgis subs. That's Quick Mart, locally owned and operated at the corner of Junction Avenue and Ballpark Road in Sturgis. Titan Baseball on KBHP being brought to you tonight by Quick Mart Sturgis Subs. Of course, they are the proud sponsor of the Player of the Game Award and our Hard Luck Award as well. Free ice cream, free 6-inch sub for our winners here tonight. And we will determine those in our post-game show tonight.
Yeah, Gary, just got to mention something. Some tragic news on Friday night. A former Post 33 Titan, Josh Wise, drowned out at Ormond Dam. A tragic loss to the Sturgis community and to the Titan baseball community. He wore number 33, and the jersey's hanging on the fence down by the dugout. And former coach Wade Huntington stopped up and said that they plan on doing a moment of silence in the second inning or the third inning. I'm sure we'll see it happen. They're going to announce it. But Josh played in the early 2000s for the Titans. As far as we could tell, played about 3 years on the Post 33 team and had a great career here, loved baseball, and our thoughts and prayers go out to the Wise family. And Josh was going to get married this summer, too, this fall, and so our thoughts and prayers go out to his fiance, and a tough weekend for the Sturgis community.
Absolutely. All right, so Gage Murphy steps on the mound. He's going to do some warm-up pitches here. And 18-8, the Titans come in here. And for league play, though, that Sturgis Titan record, unfortunately, is under 500. So this is a league game for the Titans tonight. They would love to send Post 22 home on the losing side of things tonight.
Yeah, it's an important game in that aspect, just to get a win. And it may not move them into a position where they can host a game here, but it'll move them up in the rankings. And Gage Murphy, as I said earlier, 26 innings pitched. Gage is 2-1 on the season for Coach Dominic Bradford. He's given up 36 hits, 28 runs. Gage has 28 strikeouts. He's walked 14 batters. He's only hit one. I guess that's a good thing, but he is Coach Dominic Bradford's go-to guy. He said whenever he has Gage Murphy on the mound, he feels like they can win the ball game.
So here's how Post 22 starts things out batting. Branson Keel will be up to bat first. Colton Hartford second. Ryan Bachman is third. Dylan Ritchie at cleanup. And that is what you'd probably call, Terry, the meat of this order for the Post 22 Hard Hats. They have gotten it done this year for Coach Torby.
They have. Leadoff hitter Branson Keel is he's reliable. I mean, he gets on base one way or another, and he's got blazing speed.
Opening pitch is a strike. A nice one by Gage Murphy, and Keel stands his ground, hoping that one was going to go inside. It did not. And the first pitch here is a strike. So 0-1 pitch coming from Murphy against Keel. Keel swings. Chopper, third baseman. Long throw to first. Fisher tags the base. Out number one as Branson Keel grounds out to the third baseman, Dylan Gillespie. Long throw to first is there cleanly. And one away here, top of the first, with Colton Hartford stepping to the plate now for Rapid City Post 22.
Dylan's done a great job at third base this season. 818 fielding percentage, 10 errors on the season, but that ball hit right to him by Branson Keel.
Hartford's first pitch is inside for ball one, so 1-0 the count. Colton Hartford, who's had a pretty good year. I know he's got some dingers I've wrote about on the stat sheet, so we know he can definitely get it done. Swing and a miss on this one. Big swing and a miss. 400 feet out in center field. Right field here is approximately 335. We've seen Fisher knock a couple of dingers over that right field wall this season. Hartford will take a strike, 1-2.
Boy, that breaking ball had some great movement on it to the outside of the plate. Great pitch by Gage Murphy. Capacity crowd here at Strong Field and even up on Ballpark Road.
Tons of people sitting on Ballpark Road to watch this game.
Struck him out.
They got it, yes. Gage Murphy, first K of the night. And we ran out of games, my friend, to print some K cards out, so we'll have to remember that next season.
We did. We will. We will do that next season. And I know Gage had a 10 strikeout game a couple of games ago against Spearfish, and it would have been nice to hang up 10 Ks out there.
2 away. Ryan Bachman takes strike one to get things started. Boy, Murphy is off to a hot start here.
He is.
On the mound for the Sturgis Titans.
Yeah, he tickled that outside corner with that pitch.
Swings on this one, fouls this one back, and that will be strike 2. So 0-2 the count. So let's see if Murphy, maybe you'll throw on deep inside or deep outside here. That one's high. It gets by the catcher for ball 1. So 1-2 the count.
The littlest Titan right in front of us.
Absolutely.
She doesn't look happy.
No, she's standing there with her arms crossed for some reason.
She didn't get the treat she wanted. Struck
Swing
him out.
And a miss. And how about that? The Sturgis Titans and Gage Murphy make mincemeat of Rapid City Post 22 in the top half of the first inning. And it's 1-2-3 out for Rapid City Post 22.
When you do your grocery shopping, you like to go where you can get fresh meat and produce, low prices, and friendly service. You'll find it all at Lynn's Dakota Mart in Sturgis. Their meat department has your meat cut fresh daily, a great selection of quality garden fresh produce, a bakery and deli that offers products that are made fresh every day. Their customer service offers money orders, faxes, and many more services. Plus, you'll get service with a smile and help out with your groceries if you'd like. Lynn's really is your hometown store. That's Lynn's Dakota Mart in Sturgis, the better choice.
Rocking Tree Floral and Garden Center in Sturgis is the place to go when you need gifts and fresh flowers for birthdays, anniversaries, and thank yous. Rocking Tree also carries the full line of willow tree angels, gifts for all occasions, and a nice selection of houseplants. Stop in this week and see what's new at Rocking Tree Floral and Garden Center, right across from the Sturgis Community Center on Lozelle Street. Open 7 days a week.
All right, here's how Post 22 goes in the outfield. On the pitcher's mound, it is Dylan Ritchie. Behind home plate at catcher is Dalton Klosterman. Jake Goebel at first, Matt Hegray at second, and Ryan Bachman at third. Colton Hartford at short, Jed Sullivan in left field, Branson Keel in center, and Blake Weaver out in right. Titans will go Ridge Inhofer first to bat, David Anderson second, Dylan Gillespie third, John Fisher batting cleanup for the Titans tonight to get things started.
Yeah, Tank, a good guy to have in the cleanup position for Coach Bradford and the Post 33 Titans. He's hitting .342. He's got 3 home runs, shared the home run lead for a while until David Anderson smacked one over the right field fence on Saturday against Brandon Valley.
How about Brandon Valley? You and I were talking. They probably got a little tired. They got upset by Post 320 yesterday.
They did. Yeah, I wasn't sure if Post 320, they started off the year kind of rough. So they're playing better, but I think Brandon Valley, after 4 great games and some heat, and I think the game against Post 22 on Friday night went till 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
So
had a rain delay, yeah.
And, you know, there are a bunch of teenage kids that are there at the hotel and the pool and eating pizza till probably 3 in the morning. That's what I'd be doing at least.
Probably were. All right, let's see what Inhofer can do. He led things off here for the Sturgis Titans against Dylan Ritchie. Ritchie's first pitch is on the way. Swings on the first one, and this one's going to foul back and land right by the Rapid City Journal photographer out there, and Timmy Potts as well, our Sturgis area sports photographer.
Ridge Inhofer been a really good leadoff hitter for Post 33, hitting .410 on the season, 28 RBIs.
So Inhofer down 0-1 in the count here off the foul back. Ritchie prepares the 0-1 pitch. Right-handed pitcher here, and boy, that was a rocket sled on a rail that went foul just over the fence over here. And that'll be a strike 2.
Richie throws with some really good velocity. I mean, he's got a good changeup, a good breaking ball, but his fastball, we have the gun here, the speed gun, but it's not working. I'm guessing his fastball is in the mid-80s at least.
0-2 pitch coming, and swing fouls that one into the fence. So Inhofer is making contact with the ball, just not getting it out there yet. All three of those pitches have gone into foul territory behind him here.
Yeah, he's getting some wood on it, but Richie, just really good speed on these pitches, and the Titan hitters are going to have to adjust.
And struck him out as he gets Inhofer going around. And that's the first strikeout of the night for Dylan Ritchie. Maybe we'll have a pitching duel here tonight.
That would be fun. We haven't seen too much of that this season, have we? The Titans have
too many of them.
They've put a lot of runs on the board for a while this season. They were averaging over 12 runs a baseball game, so I haven't seen too many pitchers' duels this season.
Left-handed hitter David Anderson steps to the plate for the Titans. Ritchie prepares his first pitch for Anderson, and that one falls in there for strike one. 0-1 the count. Bases empty here, bottom of the first inning. 3 up, 3 down for Post 22 to lead things off here in the top half of the first inning. Hardly any wind here as the cloud cover comes in. Ooh. And another nice pitch by Ritchie, and strike two as David Anderson does not go around on that one.
He's throwing some heat.
He is.
David's hitting .474 this season, so no slouch at the plate by any means.
0-2 pitch being prepared here by Ritchie. On the way, Anderson swings, and this is into the air, shallow infield, and that is caught by the third baseman, Ryan Bachman, for out number 2.
Brings up your third baseman, number 11,
Dylan Gillespie up to the plate next, number 11 tonight for the Sturgis Titans, right-handed hitter for Coach Bradford.
Dylan hitting .403. Dylan with 26 runs batted in.
Ritchie preparing this first pitch here. He, too, is off to a good start for Rapid City Post 22 and the Hard Hats, and that one in there for a strike. Ritchie is just tickling the bottom edge of that strike zone tonight.
Yeah, and he likes to get up early on these batters, and that way he makes them chase some things late in the at-bats.
For a minute there, I thought you were going to say he likes to get up early in the morning. Different scenario. That one outside for ball one. Even count here, 1-1.
I don't know him that well. But like any teenager, I doubt that is true. I do, just because I'm old.
Well, as soon as I got that first job at the age of 16, it was getting up early. And, boy, that was tough in the summertime. Swing on this one, fouled back into the stands, and that will be strike two. So 1-2 the count for Ritchie versus Gillespie.
A great crowd here from both sides, Post 22 and Post 33.
Yeah, I've never seen that many cars in Post 22 or out on Ballpark Road for a game all season. So it's good to see the crowd is here tonight. Swing on this one. This one's blooped high into the air. Right field. That is catchable out there. That is caught by Blake Weaver for out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down as well for the Sturgis Titans. And we head to the top of the second inning. Coming up next, we are scoreless at Strong Field. At Northern Hills Eye Care, they know how important your eye health is and the positive effect good vision has on the learning process. Always offering eye care on the cutting edge, they have the most advanced technology available in eye care today. Their full optical lab features state-of-the-art finishing equipment for eyeglass lenses, so they can provide you with great eyeglass quality and fast service too. For comprehensive vision and eye health care for all ages, see the caring eye doctors at Northern Hills Eye Care in Sturgis, or visit their website at northernhillseye.com.
Castu Longshore Real Estate is a full-time real estate company licensed in South Dakota. They offer their company services to a broad field of prospective clients, including in-state and out-of-state companies and individuals, both looking to purchase or sell real estate. They're ready to visit with you and answer all of your auction and real estate questions. So give them a call, 605-347-5110, and talk to Jerry or Ryan, or stop by their office at 1951 Junction Avenue in Sturgis. They're professional. They're honest. They're a family-owned business. Castile Auction and Real Estate of Sturgis.
Scoreless first inning as Gage Murphy heads back to the mound here for the Sturgis Titans, and he will pitch up first to Dylan Ritchie for Rapid City Post 22.
Dylan, the pitcher and the cleanup hitter for the Hard Hats. Always good to see pitcher versus pitcher. But Ritchie, a heck of a ball player, all-around ball player for General Manager Kelvin Torvey.
Light rain showing up in Wyoming, starting to bleed into the Black Hills here, but nothing major right at the moment. And that first pitch outside for ball one. And the good thing is there's no lightning in anything so far in the immediate area. So
nice cool day tomorrow, I see.
And that's what it sounds like. I'll take that. That one inside for ball two. So 2-0 the count here as Ritchie gets ahead on Gillespie to get things started here, top of the second inning. 2-0 pitch coming. Swings on this one. That one gets by John Fisher at first base and into the right field. And that's going to be a base hit for Dylan Ritchie to get things started here as Murphy gives up his first hit of the ball game to Dylan Ritchie.
Yeah, that one playable by John Fisher. Hard hit to the first baseman. Just got underneath his glove.
Okay, Matt Hegray steps to the plate now for Post 22, a right-handed hitter for the Hard Hats. In their all-red uniforms tonight with white numbers, and that's perfect for Terry and Anderson's old eyes.
Oh, yeah.
In my old eyes, we can see those numbers. Swing and a miss, big swing there. Nice pitch that time by Gage Murphy, count 0-1.
If I was colorblind, then I might have a problem. like our friend Eric Fowler, he's colorblind, so...
And that is inside for ball one. So that'll even the count here, 1-1.
That's a strange thing, too. You wonder what they see when we see, like, the powder blue and the red uniforms. What does a colorblind
gray,
person
I
see?
suppose.
I
Gray
guess,
or black, huh?
Just different tones, yeah.
1-1. And that one just outside ball two. 2-1 goes the count. So we are nearing the end of the season, if you can believe that. It was at least good to get a season in here in South Dakota. A lot of states did not play Legion ball this year because of COVID-19. Hegray calls timeout, steps out of the batter's box. But it was good to see South Dakota get teams in, and the good news is there's been no data to show that having games has led to a big increase in cases. So that was a high fly ball, left field caught out there by Dustin Allen for out number one. So that will be Matt Hegray with the pop-up fly, and Dylan Ritchie remains at first base here for the Hard Hats.
Yeah, that is a good thing. It hasn't shown any data to maybe cancel the season.
Nope, nothing that we've seen so far. So,
and a lot of seasons remain in doubt, at least for this fall. It's not looking real good for football season. Knock on wood.
Although I have something about that here in just a moment. This one is fouled up, and this may be caught. Actually, that's going to fall in fair territory.
Oh, David Anderson.
And
David Anderson bailed out R.J. Andrzejewski. R.J. was moving back, and it looked like he couldn't quite get under it, but David Anderson came rushing in from right field to bail him out.
And he got it, yep, and that is out number two. So that would have fallen fair down there in right field. But it is caught for out number two. So that will send to the plate now Blake Weaver, number 23. So I seen on the news today, and forgive me, I don't remember who came up with it, swing on this one on the first pitch.
That's playable.
And this should be playable in foul territory. Oh, did he catch it?
Nope.
No, drop that in foul territory. So strike number one. So somebody has come up with a full-fledged face mask that they could put on the helmets now. And it covers the whole opening of the helmet.
Okay.
And that would help playing football a lot.
That would.
Now you've covered up one of the most, most vulnerable areas of the body, of the face, where, the virus can come into your nose and your eyes and your mouth. Now you cover that up with a clear face mask.
Yeah.
Makes
sense.
That might work. Up high and inside for ball one, so 1-1. Whether or not they could have that ready for the fall for the high school kids, I don't know. I know they're talking about getting that out to college and pro, but I guess we'll see. And a lot of football players seem to like it because they have clear view still. And it's made with something where it doesn't fog up with your breath and everything. Okay. So that's promising.
Well, I know I've been hit before in football, and a lot of bodily fluids came out of my face.
Yep. So that's promising there. 2
mucus
balls, 1
and
strike.
spittle. Get hit so hard.
Weaver hits that one right to the shortstop and caught by Owen Cass. So Rapid City Post 22 strands a runner. Otherwise, it would have been 3 up, 3 down again, but Gage Murphy does allow just that one hit. So we'll head to the bottom half of the second inning, and it is currently a 0-0 ball game here at Strong Field.
Every single one of your customers is walking around with a billboard in the palm of their hands. Look around you right now. How many people do you see on their phones? That is your customer. You should be reaching them at this very moment. How? By calling Rapid Digital Solutions and making an appointment with the local experts in digital advertising. Visit rapiddigitalsolutions.com or call 605-343-6161. That's Rapid Digital Solutions, your local digital advertising experts. Call 605-343-6161.
If you've been thinking about setting some new fitness goals, Flex Fitness and Sturgis CrossFit offer everything you need to get in your best shape ever, and all under one roof. Whether you're looking for a personal trainer, fitness classes, or a great space to work out, you'll find it here. Stop in for a free tour and see for yourself how they can help you achieve your fitness goals this year. That's Flex Fitness and Sturgis CrossFit, 948 Pineview Drive in Sturgis, or visit them online at flexfitclub.com and sturgiscrossfit.com. All right, bottom half of the second inning, and Sturgis's second time at bat here, leading things off, John Fisher for the Titans, and he's been called Tank this season, and for a good reason. Well, for one thing, he's one of the most hit players by a baseball during the regular season. For some reason, he's gotten on base a lot, just being hit by pitch.
Yeah, 11 times he leads the Titans in being beaned. I'm not sure if that's something he brags about, but I'm sure Mom, rubs some ointment on those dingers on his back and shoulder. But I was
going to say, when it comes to dingers, he's pretty good at that.
He takes them, yeah, but he's got strong armor because he is a tank. Big kid.
He's put a couple over the right field wall here this season for the Titans, and he goes around swinging here on the first pitch by Dylan Ritchie, and falls behind 0-1 in the count. Left-handed hitter for John Fisher, and he'll get ready for the 0-1 pitch coming from Ritchie, and another big swing and a miss. That was just a simple fastball from Ritchie, and had we had the gun on that, he might have been in the 80 miles per hour range easily there.
Post 22 got off to a real slow start in Game 2 at Fitzgerald Stadium, and
then came right back. So
they did.
Yep. Oh, struck him out, 1, 2, 3, and Fisher never does connect on any of those fastballs. So one gone here, and another strikeout by Ritchie.
And John, he doesn't take walks. He gets hit by a pitch, he gets a hit, or he strikes out. That's his 21st strikeout. He does lead the Titans in strikeouts, but he takes big cuts at that baseball.
All right, that will send to the plate Colton Cruikshank now for the Titans. Cruikshank swings on that one. That one goes sailing towards Ballpark Road, where there's a lot of cars parked out there. So,
yeah, Colton hitting .362. Real good season at the plate for Colton Cruikshank. And Titan batters just cannot seem to make good, solid contact with these pitches from Dylan Ritchie.
0-1 the count. Wind's picked up here just a little bit now. Seeing that flag get some dancing juice in it out there. And there is strike number 2 as Cruikshank goes around. 0-2 the count. And that one up high for ball 1. So the South Dakota High School Activities Association, who will be meeting to discuss fall sports here for the next couple of weeks. The football schedule has been finalized, so we'll talk about the Scooper football season later on in the broadcast here tonight. The dates have all been set now. We're hoping we can keep it that way, but there's a strikeout. That was a breaking ball, yep. And that broke into the strike zone and left Cruikshank hanging. And that is out number 2. 2 strikeouts in a row here in the bottom half of the second inning for Rapid City Post 22. That will send now to the plate Zach S. for the Titans.
Zach had a good weekend against Brandon Valley, hoping to keep that momentum up here tonight.
Left-handed hitter for Sturgis. Ooh, takes that one up high for ball one from Dylan Ritchie.
Zach hitting .344 on the season. Zach with 21 runs batted in.
Or Ribbies, as we like to call him for short.
Ribbies.
You can almost make a restaurant that name. That one is hit solidly to the second baseman. Throw to first is there.
Ooh.
3 up, 3 down again for the Sturgis Titans here in the bottom half of the second inning. We head to the third inning, and so far it's a pitcher's duel in Sturgis.
Bad theater seats, cheap Halloween masks, my apartment, all things with obstructed views. Add to these, large trucks and buses. 18-wheelers and large buses have big blind spots, and like my apartment, they don't always have the best view. Bus and truck drivers deal with blind spots around the entire vehicle. Always take care not to ride alongside or too close behind them. Our roads, our safety. Learn more at sharetheroadsafely.gov.
You can count on your Senex convenience store in Sturgis to have what you need, whether you're on your way to work or headed across the country. Along with your fuel needs, you can refuel yourself with their Farmer Brothers coffee like Highlander Grog. Buy 5 and get the 6th one free. Or try a delicious For Real shake or smoothie. Sign up for their frequent fill car wash program and you'll receive a free wash after 6 fills. They offer unleaded and premium unleaded without ethanol. Don't forget to pick up your South Dakota lottery tickets. It's all at your Senex convenience store in Sturgis. CBH Co-op, always running.
Now, I know we've had 0-0 games heading into the third inning before this season, but maybe 1 or 2 runs in this game could be the difference here if somebody could get one across. So,
you know what, I think Coach Bradford had it right against Brandon Valley. He said if they would have played an error-free game, probably would have beat the Lynx over there in Spearfish. And I think tonight they've got to play error-free baseball here to give themselves a chance to beat Post 22.
back on the mound, Gage Murphy for the Sturgis Titans. He's ready to go here as we lead off the top half of the third inning. His first pitch is just outside for ball one. At the plate here is number, Jed Sullivan?
Hunter Tillery.
Hunter Tillery, I'm sorry, there we go.
Left fielder,
number 13, yep.
And left-handed hitter for Post 22.
And he takes ball two for Murphy as Murphy falls behind in the count here a little bit. .2-0 pitch being prepared here by Murphy. On the way outside, ball three. So now he's fallen behind 3 balls, no strikes here on Hunter Tillery.
And coming up here, inning 2 or inning 3, we'll probably have a moment of silence. We didn't get exactly when that's going to happen, but for Josh Wise, who passed away on Friday out at Ormond Dam, honoring him here tonight.
Tillery will take ball 4, so there's the first walk of the game for Gage Murphy, and Tillery trots out to first base, and Dalton Klosterman now, number 24, will come to the plate for Rapid City Post 22, right-handed hitter.
But the Titans hung Josh Wise's jersey over on the fence by the dugout. He was number 33 for Post 33. Ooh.
Big pitch there.
Inside.
Yep. 1-0 the count, and stepping out of there, he had to, or he might have gotten hit, was Klosterman.
Looked like he was showing bunt, too. Yeah. You know, we've seen this small ball from Post 22 and from Post 33. They want to move that guy from first to second.
Very successful small ball for Sturgis in a couple of games this year. And there's the bunt, and that one falls to the ground, and that could be a base hit. It is, and that gets by the first baseman, and that's a costly error because coming around to score will be Hunter Tillery, and Tillery brings in the first run of the game, and Post 22 makes Sturgis pay for that mistake. And that's a triple when it should have just been a single. Actually, it should have been an out. Maybe not an out. It should have just been a single. That ball went way past John Fisher at first base.
Dylan Gillespie at third base charged it. Looked like he slipped on his way to pick up that bunt from the seat of his pants. He picked up that ball, and he just overthrew John Fisher at first.
And it went all the way to the right field fence, so that's why it took him a while to go out there and get it.
Yeah, costly error.
Yep, and by then Tillery had already scored, and Klosterman makes that a triple bunt. And this one hit deep into the outfield, back, and that one is gone over the wall, 400 feet out in center field.
Wow.
A 2-run home run.
Branson Keel.
For Branson Keel. Wow.
That quickly.
And just like that, the Hard Hats lead 3-0. Yeah, that home run sailed over the fence out there, right over the American Legion post 33 sign.
Center fielder Ridge Inhofer took about 3 steps backwards, looked up, and
he knew it was gone.
Knew it was gone.
Yep.
Keel just crushed that over the center field fence.
So 3-0, post 22 with 3 runs on the board here, and nobody out yet. And stepping to the plate now, Colton Hartford for the Hard Hats. Hard Hats and hard hit for Hartford, and that is caught out there in center field, though. That one didn't get quite far enough for him. And that'll be out number 1 with the pop fly into center field. So now comes Ryan Bachman to the plate, who's had a very strong year for post 22. Well, I knew Branson Keel was a good hitter, but he got all of that one on that 2-run home run for post 22. First pitch by Murphy is a strike, so 0-1 the count for Bachman.
Yeah, it's like he knew what that first pitch was going to be for Murphy, and he just stroked it over the center field fence.
And that one down low for ball 1, so that'll even the count 1-1. Bases are empty here after the Keel home run. 1 away on the pop-out fly by Colton Hartford. Now Bachman at the plate. Bachman takes a nice strike inside, 1-2 the count.
But these post-22 players, we've talked about it before, they focus entirely on baseball. They don't play any other sport. They're not allowed to.
Right.
So they have a really high baseball IQ.
And that one is stroked deep left field, and that one is off the Pizza Hut sign and deep in left field, though that's a double for Ryan Bachman, and Bachman was maybe just a few feet from clearing the wall on that one.
Double for Bachman.
And they're going to bring in a pinch runner, it looks like. Nope, Bachman's just going to turn in his batting glove and head back to second base. All right, that will bring up Dylan Ritchie now for post 22.
Yeah, that one just out in the left center gap. Hit well, and one bounce hit the wall.
And that one is hit right to John Fisher at first base, and that'll be out number 2. And that will advance, though, Ryan Bachman on to third. So our good friend Justin Wickersham from KNBN TV is here, and I'm sure he caught that home run.
He's like,
on video.
Money.
And that one's going to be on the telecast tonight on the 10 o'clock news, because that was a big one for Branson Keel.
Those are the highlights you hope to catch.
Yep. That one in there for a strike, as stepping to the plate now, number 20. Let's see, 22, Matt Hegray. I had him listed out of order here on my roster. Hegray down 0-1, will not swing at this one outside for ball 1. So even count here, 1-1.
You know, when post 22 capitalizes, you make a mistake like that throwing error.
Yep.
They capitalize, and they capitalize quickly.
Fouled back for strike 2, so the count goes 1-2. Beautiful night here at Strongfield. You know, I'll take these cool temperatures anytime.
Gorgeous.
Over that blazing heat we've had. And a strikeout for Gage Murphy, and that's exactly what the Titans needed there. As post 22 puts 3 runs on. 2 runs come in courtesy of a Branson Keel dinger. That went over the center field wall. So we'll take it to the bottom half of the third inning up next on the Big 81.
How can you protect yourself and others during COVID-19? Believe it or not, hand hygiene is the very best weapon we have. Wash your hands often with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. Don't touch your face. The virus spreads through respiratory droplets, so it's really important to cover your mouth and nose when you cough or sneeze. Hands down, the best way to prevent illness is to avoid being exposed. Be smart. Stay safe. For more information, visit covid.sd.gov.
Hey, it's me, your cell phone. We need to talk about something serious. I know you love me, I know you like using me wherever you are, but I feel like this isn't working out when you're driving. I know you may think that it's possible to focus both on me and the road, but I just don't feel the same way. I think we should spend time away from each other when you're driving. It's for the best.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, a message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
And we welcome you back into the strong field here in Sturgis, and they are talking about Josh Weiss on the loudspeaker here.
Playing baseball in Sturgis from the time they'd let him, being an all-star in majors, moving up the strong field and playing.
And he was number 33 for the Titans.
Years, graduating in
back in the early 2000s. I think they said he graduated in 2006.
Yeah, played for the Titans for a few seasons.
Yep.
Played first base and pitched for the Titans.
Played first base, did some pitching.
He is the last person that ever wore number 33.
And he was the last person to wear number 33. So I would imagine we may see that number retired in his honor and see that jersey get retired as well.
I've been around the program for a while, and I could not remember ever seeing a number 33 jersey. So when I hurried to the park today to see if I could come up with one, so as a program we could hang it on the fence and Josh could join the boys in the ball game tonight. I came into the equipment room, moved around a few tubs, opened a tub that I knew had uniforms in it, and believe it or not, number 33 lay right on top.
Wow.
I'd never seen it before. So when you play baseball, you join a fraternity, you join lifelong friendships. The Hard Hat family knows very well. Being a part of that program means you're always part of that program. And it's the same way up here in Post 33 in Titan Country. So with that being said, we'll take a moment of silence to recognize Josh, recognize our loss as a Titan family, and share our best wishes to the family. Thank you. Thank you. Josh would want us to play ball.
Yeah, you heard former coach Wade Huntington,
yep,
saying Josh would want us to play ball, and that's what's going to happen here now in the bottom of the third inning.
Right, up to bat will be Owen Cass for the Sturgis Titans, down 3-0 here to Post 22 as they put 3 runs on the board in the top half of the third. And Dylan Ritchie is back on the mound here for Post 22.
Owen Cass hitting .455 this season. Young Titan player, and he's going to be the future of this program. Hits the ball extremely well. He's got 10 runs batted in, 13 singles, couple of doubles.
Cass awaits his first pitch, and this one down in the dirt for ball 1-0 the count. On deck here is R.J. Andrzejewski. I'll call him R.J. once in a while. Terry will call him Ski once in a while. So we got a couple of nicknames picked out for him for this season. And this one up high for ball 2-0 the count.
At least we finally figured out how to say his name. So,
well, I think we had it. We were pretty close to having it since the beginning, I think. Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like Mike Krzyzewski. It's a little. You look at it, it doesn't look like that's how you say it. But
yeah, that one's going to be strike. That's in there for 2-1 the count. It's not nearly as tough as that Brandon Valley's pitcher's name that I could not pronounce on Saturday for the life of me. Shanahan.
But it was S-E-J-H-O-N-A.
It was spelled
It was
really different.
Norwegian, Finnish, I'm not even sure.
Swing and a miss here for Owen Cass, and that is strike 2. So Dylan Ritchie evens the count here. Titans first batter here in the bottom half of the third inning. 3-0, post 22.
Ooh, inside.
Yep, got him inside, and he kind of got him jammed up there, and he almost had to go around, and he struck him out. So that's another strikeout. I got 4, my friend.
4. I've got 4. Back on June 10th, Dylan Ritchie struck out 10 Titans in a 10-0 win in 5 innings. So Ritchie back on that horse again here tonight at Strong Field, and the Titans got to get him figured out and get some wood on that baseball.
See what the Titans can do here with Andrzejewski stepping to the plate, right-handed hitter. Dustin Allen will be on deck, and we'll talk about Dustin here in just a moment. He's had a pretty darn good second half of the season, Dustin Allen has. He has really picked up his getting the bat on the ball here in the second half of the season for the Titans.
RJ hitting .299, just one fraction underneath 300. RJ, though, very patient at the plate. He's got 25 walks, the most of any Titan player.
Up high and inside for ball 1 here for RJ, and he'll get ready to take on the second pitch from Ritchie. It's coming, and it's there. Strike 1, 1-1, and RJ does not go around on that one, hoping that one would break outside, and it did not. So even count here, 1-1. One pitch turns into strike 2 as RJ goes around. Fastball right into the catcher's mitt.
You know, and I can see a post-22 player has a speed gun down there, but I cannot quite see it with my binoculars. I'm trying
that would be pretty
to catch
tough
it
for you.
I just can't quite read it.
Oh, did he go around? Check swing? No, ball 2, 2-2. Yep, he did not go around, according to that first base umpire. So 2-2 the count. Big pitch coming up here from Ritchie, and RJ, this will be a big swing for him. See if he can connect here with the count 2-2. Ritchie's pitch and struck him out.
Strikeout for out number 2. Brings up your left fielder, number 6.
So 2 away here on 2 strikeouts by Ritchie here in the bottom of the third inning. And now Dustin Allen steps to the plate. And we got the stats here, Terry, and check Dustin's stats there. He's been really coming on here in the second half of the season for the Titans.
Yeah, hitting the ball extremely well. .406 hitter. He started off a little slow, like you said, but he figured something out on his swing, and he is making good contact with the baseball.
He didn't figure out that pitch from Dylan Ritchie, unfortunately. That was right into the mitt. He went around 0-1 the count, so Ritchie is continuing to blister these fastballs past the Sturgis Titans here. And then again, he did it again. 0-2, another fastball, and Allen goes around, misses everything here. So now 0-2. See if Ritchie just goes right back to his fastball here and tries to make quick work of the Titans here in the bottom of the third. Or if he'll try and throw some junk, as Terry likes to say. He went right back to the fastball. 1, 2, 3, 3 strikes, and that all got past the catcher, though. The catcher did drop it, but he picked it back up and tagged out Dustin Allen. So I don't think that will count as a strikeout because it was dropped by the catcher. Nonetheless, it is 3 up, 3 down for the Sturgis Titans, and as we head to the fourth, it's post 22-3, and the Sturgis Titans nothing.
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. You know, a referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in South Dakota did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Well, Dylan Ritchie has found the sweet spot in pitching on the pitcher's mound here for Rapid City Post 22. He almost had 3 straight strikeouts. I don't know if that last one would count as a strikeout since the catcher dropped it, and then they ended up tagging out Dustin Allen. So we'll keep his strikeout at 5 for Dylan Ritchie for Post 22, unless Terry wants to change that on his stat sheet. That's totally up to him.
You know, that's a good question. I wish I knew that answer.
I don't think it's a strikeout if the catcher drops it. Yep.
Real fast-paced game, though. We're already to the top of the 4th inning, and it's 7:44. We're only 45 minutes into this game.
So top of the 4th we go. Post 22 is back up to bat here, and Murphy's first pitch is up high for ball 1. At the plate, number 29, Jake Goebel. And he is a tall, athletic kid.
Big kid, and he can hit some home runs, too.
And that one socked into center field, but it is shallow center field, not as catchable. David Anderson should get that one. He does. Our good friend Joe Gutierrez is here, I believe.
I see that, yeah.
And I haven't seen Joe in a long time. He and Janice just celebrated their anniversary not too long ago.
I saw that.
On July 4th, I do believe.
I was up in your part of the neighborhood. No, where was I? Where did I see Joe? I'm kind of think of what part of town he lives in. I was driving by, was backing out of a driveway, and I look over. Maybe it was your neighborhood. Does he live up by you?
I don't think he lives up on Hillside. I think he's over on your side of town.
Yeah, where did I see him? I did see him around town just recently. He was walking. Oh, yeah, you're right. He lives over kind of up on my side of town. Yep, walking his dogs.
That is a ball, so I believe it's 1-0 the count here for Jake Goebel.
Goebel just popped out.
I'm sorry. So we are now to
Blake
7th
Weaver
in the batting order, Blake Weaver, who takes a strike, and the count is 1-1. Here's a fact not too many people know about. I worked with Janice back in the day. See if you can figure out where.
Black Hill State.
That is hit by pitch, and that will send number 23, Blake Weaver. No.
Taco John's.
There you got it. Hey, back in my college days when I needed some extra cash. Working there at the old Taco John's when tacos were 2 for 99 cents on Tuesdays, and Janice was working there at the time. So that was a long time ago.
It was part of my my diet plan back in the day, Taco John's.
It's still part of my diet plan. Ball 1 as Weaver is on base after being hit by pitch. And Hunter Tillery, the left-handed hitter, up to bat here for Post 22.
Hunter Tillery scored the first run back in the bottom of the 3rd, or top of the 3rd inning, I should say.
Outside for ball 2, 2-0 the count now.
Yeah, Tillery scored, Klosterman bunted, and then an error by Sturgis allowed Hunter Tillery to round the bases and score.
And Weaver on first after hit by pitch. And this one up high for ball 3. So now Murphy in danger of walking a batter here, and that would load up first and second for Post 22.
And no action in the Titan bullpen yet.
Not yet. Dalton Klosterman is on deck for the Post 22 hard hats. There he's got one in there for strike 1, so 3-1 goes the count.
Gage, really quick delivery on the mound. He gets it out of his glove really quickly. 19 strikeouts on the season, but we'll add another 3 to those, so 22 for the season.
Nice pitch that time by Murphy as he gets strike 2. Tillery does not go around, so now he has a full count here after Murphy throws 2 strikes. And he'll step out of the batter's box for a quick timeout. Tillery will step back in. And that's a ball, and that's going to get past the catcher, and that's going to allow the runner to advance to second, and trotting to first is Hunter Tillery. So, first and second loaded, 1 away here, top of the 4th inning, 3-0 lead for Post 22. And Dalton Klosterman is at the plate, and guess who's on deck?
Big Branson Keel.
Guy who hit the 2-run home run back in the 3rd. Klosterman goes around. Nice pitch by Murphy. 0-1 the count. So you got Weaver on second. Tillery is on first. Both of them with pretty big leadoffs here. And this one up high for ball 1. So the count 1-1. Nobody on second, so I don't see a play going there. Don't see any strange signals coming from the 22 Hard Hats. That's picked up by the third baseman. Long throw to first, not going to be there. And that's going to bring home a run.
Nope.
Force out at third. Okay, so a force out at third.
Choice, 5 unassisted.
Yeah, Blake Weaver out at third on the force.
Yep, that's right. Yep, because it was first and second loaded. So 2 away. They tried to get the double at first, but the throw was a little short. And Fisher couldn't handle it. And we have runners on the corners now. And Keel will step to the plate here for post 22.
Yeah, I think that Gillespie would have rather gone to second, but there was such a quick hit. The second baseman, Andrew Jeske, just didn't have time to get there. And John Fisher, you're right, to throw a bit low, and he just could not scoop it out of the dirt.
So 2 away, though. 0-1 the count as Keel takes strike 1. And he goes around swinging. Here's an attempt at stolen base. And that gets by the second baseman. Another errant throw. It brings home a run for post 22. They're going to try for another run, and he's there. So the errant throw brings in 2 runs. It empties the bases. And it's 5-0 now in favor of post 22. So the stolen base turns into an errant throw for the Titans. It goes clear out into center field. And that allows 2 runs to score for the Hard Hats. And Keel is still at the plate with the count 0-2. And Keel almost gets hit by pitch. Ball 1 way inside, 1-2 the count. Well, in a situation like that, if you are going to throw to second, you need to make sure you get it there. And another one way inside.
You know, it looked like they had a backup, R.J. Andrzejewski at second, and then it was Owen Cass backing him up, but the ball got past both players, and just another error that post 22 jumped on quickly and scored 2 runs.
And another ball, this one way outside, so Keel was down in the count 0-2, but now 3 straight pitches outside of the strike zone, and it's a full count for Branson Keel.
Yeah, this is just a team you can't make mistakes like that against.
And Keel strokes that one, heading into right field and caught out there in, that was deep, but not quite deep enough for post 22 and Keel that time. But an errant throw into center field will score 2 for Rapid City post 22. And as we head to the bottom half of the 4th, it is a 5-0 lead for the Hard Hats.
When you have a question about your digital advertising, you shouldn't have to wait forever for the out-of-town consultant to answer you. Rapid Digital Solutions wants to change how you buy digital advertising. We are your local experts with years of experience who keep up on the changes to technology. Not all digital advertising is the same, and we'll prove it. Call Rapid Digital Solutions today. Visit rapiddigitalsolutions.com or call 605-343-6161. That's Rapid Digital Solutions, your local digital advertising experts.
When you do your grocery shopping, you like to go where you can get fresh meat and produce, low prices, and friendly service. You'll find it all at Lynn's Dakota Mart in Sturgis. Their meat department has your meat cut fresh daily, a great selection of quality garden fresh produce, a bakery and deli that offers products that are made fresh every day. Their customer service offers money orders, faxes, and many more services. Plus, you'll get service with a smile and help out with your groceries if you'd like. Lynn's really is your hometown store. That's Lynn's Dakota Mart in Sturgis, the better choice.
All right, 5-0 in favor of post 22 as we head to the bottom half of the 4th inning. And Dylan Ritchie, I believe, back out on the mound here for the Hard Hats. Well, the Titans need to get some offense going here.
Yes, they do. Still looking for their first hit of this ball game.
Your leadoff hitter.
They have not even had a man on base yet, so it's been tough. And we saw kind of this happen against Spearfish, where Sturgis was struggling early. What did Coach Bradford do? Kind of turned to small ball.
Yep.
Just bunt. Get the bat on the ball and get something going. So we may see that happen here in this inning.
See if we see that happening. That's a good prediction because you're exactly right. That's exactly what we've seen. Inhofer up to bat here to lead things off. Bottom of the fourth, takes ball 1. So 1-0 the count.
And there's no shame in it. You put the bat.
If you can get on base.
On the ball, get on base. Do something to make the defense have to play.
And Inhofer strokes this one far right field. It will go foul. Well, and the thing about it is, though, it worked. It just totally took Spearfish out of their game.
It did. And it just opened the floodgates, and then from then on, the momentum was all in Sturgis' favor.
1-1 the count for Inhofer. Inhofer goes around on this one, swing and a miss, 1-2. Another demonic fastball from Richie.
Ooh, good word. Rich Inhofer hitting .410 on this season, struck out his first time at bat tonight.
The 1-2 pitch coming, and just got a piece of it. That could be the first hit. No, they will turn the play in the first and out.
Yeah, beautiful play by shortstop Colton Hartford for post 22.
Scooped that one up off the grass, didn't he?
He charged it, yeah. He didn't wait for it to get to him. He knew Inhofer has good speed, headed to first, and didn't give Inhofer a chance.
So David Anderson will step to the plate now, left-handed hitter for the Titans. And Anderson's got some dingers to brag about this season as well.
Yeah, DA's got 4. He's hitting .474. He'd love to have one right here.
Yeah, Titans would love to get somebody on base here, try and get things going, and Anderson fouls that one into the fence in front of us for strike 1. One away here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. That's the thing about pitchers' duels. They go kind of fast, don't they?
They do. Yeah, we haven't seen a game go this fast all season.
I don't think we have. Anderson chases that one.
He might
it's
get
a little
there.
blooper, and it's going to go.
Just rolled foul.
Just foul, yep. I thought that was going to stay fair, but you're right. It just rolled foul.
No, it didn't.
They're going to call that fair, yes, sir. And they're going to let Anderson stay at first base, and nope, they're going to bring him back.
I think David was hoping. I didn't see a call from anybody.
I didn't either. Neither umpire signaled the call there.
It looked like it trickled foul about halfway up to first base, but that's what Dylan Ritchie thought too. He picked it up as it rolled foul.
0-2 the count. As Anderson's ball just goes foul as it goes past the white chalk line between home plate and first base. Ritchie's pitch. Anderson just gets a piece of that one to stay alive here.
David with 100 plate appearances this season. He's got more plate appearances than any Titan. 76 at bats. .474 average. 8 doubles on the season too for David.
Well, he would definitely take just a base hit here, just so the Titans could get somebody on base here with one away. And they got him swinging. Another strikeout for Dylan Ritchie. Wow.
Number 2 brings up your third baseman, number 11.
Strikeout number 6 for Ritchie.
And 2 away. And that will send Dylan Gillespie to the plate for the Titans' number 11 right-handed hitter. So the Titans still looking for that elusive first hit here, and they're in the bottom of the fourth.
Dylan with a .403 average, 21 singles and 4 doubles.
And strike 1 as Gillespie goes around on that fastball from Ritchie.
Not seeing any small ball yet from
nothing
the
yet
Titans.
from Coach Bradford. Fisher's on deck, hoping he'll get there, but Gillespie's going to have to get on base for that to happen somehow, some way. And boy, that was a blistering, and that was just inside for strike 2. A blistering fastball by Ritchie.
Yeah, back on June 10th, Ritchie only had 3 walks with 10 strikeouts. No walks tonight for the right-hander. 6 strikeouts.
The 0-2 pitch coming, and chop foul for Gillespie. He'll stay alive at the plate here.
It's looking at the Rockies schedule, too, this season. Looking at maybe heading down to Denver for a game.
Be careful and wear your face mask.
Yeah, the new reality that we live in.
It's going to be tough to get
today.
tickets because they're only going to let a certain amount in.
Yeah, I haven't heard exactly how many, but you're right.
And a swing and a miss and another strikeout for Dylan Ritchie. So the Titans fail to get anybody on base here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. And we'll take it to the fifth inning. And Rapid City Post 22 enjoying a 5-0 lead right at the moment. At Northern Hills Eye Care, they know how important your eye health is and the positive effect good vision has on the learning process. Always offering eye care on the cutting edge, they have the most advanced technology available in eye care today. Their full optical lab features state-of-the-art finishing equipment for eyeglass lenses, so they can provide you with great eyeglass quality and fast service too. For comprehensive vision and eye health care for all ages, see the caring eye doctors at Northern Hills Eye Care in Sturgis, or visit their website at northernhillseye.com.
50% of all Google searches are done in hopes of finding local results at that very moment. So if you're a restaurant and your customers type in places to eat, will they find you, or will they find your competition down the street? Rapid Digital Solutions has the experts to connect you with your customer today. You run your business, we'll find your customers. Visit rapiddigitalsolutions.com or call 605-343-6161. That's Rapid Digital Solutions, your local digital advertising experts.
So if we were TV, we would have brought you back here in the top of the fifth inning with a close-up on the littlest Titan fan out there who is trying to interject herself into a conversation between two people I'm not even sure she knew. But hey, that's all right. We're all friendly here at Strong Field on a beautiful Monday night. A little overcast, but it is cool. It's almost perfect weather. I'd rather have this than the hot 90-degree weather any day, but that's just me. And Post 22 right now, though, is blistering. They lead the Titans 5-0. Dylan Gillespie.
Gage Murphy.
Gage Murphy. I was going to talk about Dylan Gillespie, but it should be Gage Murphy who's back on the mound here, and that one is hit by pitch, and I think that's the second hit by pitch tonight for Gage Murphy.
It is. Colton Hartford takes first base, and dangerous to have him on base with the meat of the order coming up here. Ryan Bachman, the third hitter in the lineup, and then cleanup hitter Dylan Ritchie on deck.
Again, Ritchie with those two strikeouts, and I was going to say he did strike out Dylan Gillespie and David Anderson there in that. Oh, another hit by pitch. And that was right off the back shoulder of Ryan Bachman, and Bachman will go to first, and this might be a pitching change here now for the Sturgis Titans, because that's two hit by pitches on the first pitch each by Gage Murphy. So Gillespie goes down, Anderson goes down, Inhofer went down there in the bottom of the fourth inning as Ritchie is making quick work of the Titans here. And they lead 5-0 as we head to the top of the fifth inning.
Well, Murphy will stay out there.
Okay, he's just going to get a little attaboy here, and you can do it.
One of the Titan assistant coaches gave him a few tips on the mechanics. He kind of lost his spots there, I guess, the last couple of batters where he plunked a couple of them. But Dylan Ritchie now, cleanup hitter for Post 22, at bat with two on.
Yep, and he's got a couple of speedsters out there with Bachman on and Colton Hartford. Oh, he was going to play small ball here and lay down the bunt, but that one's outside for ball one.
You know, with no outs, that's probably what they're going to do.
Yep.
Try to advance the runners, make the Titans play some defense.
So let's see if Ritchie indeed tries the bunt here. And he's going to, and that's outside again, ball two.
You know, and he eventually has to pitch to him, has to throw a strike.
Yep. Well, he is a force out at third, so if you have that option,
he'll probably put this bunt right down that third baseline.
And that he did, and nobody's going to get to it, and that's going to load the bases. And Murphy kind of stutter stepped there. I don't know if he thought the third baseman, Dylan Gillespie, was going to break for that or what, but Gillespie held his ground at third base.
I think Gillespie, with the force out at third, that's why he
stayed
there.
Yeah.
And Murphy, he hesitated for just a second, and you're right, the speedster, Colton Hartford, that's all he needed, got there easily. So a base hit bunt by Dylan Ritchie. Loads the bases, no outs.
It sure does. And Matt Hegray is at the plate now for the Hard Hats and takes ball one. So Gage Murphy is going to have to dig deep here. See if he can stop the bleeding here that Post 22 is putting on him here in the top half of the fifth inning. That one up high for ball two.
And the third baseman and the pitcher just have to communicate. I mean, that is where the bunt was going. The whole place knew it, but just not played correctly.
And swing and a miss for Hegray. So 2 balls, 1 strike. So what stops you from playing small ball here with the bases loaded? I mean, nothing does, but
Nothing.
I mean, we've seen the Titans turn it around, by putting in a run on a little bunt here at home plate, and that one fouled into the fence for strike 2. So 2-2 the count.
It's a tough bunt. I mean, the suicide squeeze when you bunt that baseball to bring home someone. We've seen the Titans do it on third, but the runner was halfway, 3/4 of the way home by the time that pitch got there. Remember,
That's something you got to call early. Yep.
Yeah, you got to
make sure your runner is on the same page,
and you got to hope that the pitcher throws a strike and your batter can put a bat on the baseball.
Full count here. Ball 3, 2 strikes. Bases juiced here for Post 22, no outs, top of the fifth inning. And that's ball 4. So that walks in a run, and we may see a pitching change here. Yeah, not quite yet.
Brings up your first baseman, number
I haven't seen the coach come out there yet. Everybody is still sitting at the dugout for the Titans. And now Jake Goebel has got some beef in those arms. 6-0 with the walked-in run. Bases are still loaded. Colton Hartford comes in on the walk, so Bachman advances to third. Ritchie is on second. Hegray is on first, and Goebel is at the plate for Post 22. Takes ball 1 from Gage Murphy. Here comes the second pitch. Swings on this one, into the fence, strike 1.
And Jake would really like a Grand Slam home run on his resume.
He would love one.
I don't know if Gage Murphy's going to give him any pitches where he'll make that a possibility, but we'll see.
Even count 1-1, and Goebel goes around on that one, 1-2.
Goebel 0 for 2. He's popped out both times to David Anderson out in right field.
And now that was a time, I just noticed that because the Titans have done this so many times to teams. Murphy was just lollygagging to pick up that baseball, and I cannot believe that third base runner didn't head home. The Titans have done that so many times to their opposing teams this year. Goebel almost get hits by pitch, 2-2 the count.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they've caught teams sleeping.
You catch pitchers lollygagging to go get that baseball, and the Titans have burned them a lot this year. I was surprised not to see Coach Torvey do that. Wave home his runner as Murphy was just taking a Sunday stroll to pick up that ball. That would have been an easy stolen home.
Gage coming up on pitch number 78 here in the top of the fifth inning.
Full count for Goebel, and up high, he walks in another run. That might bring out the pitching change, I believe. Here comes Coach Bradford, yep. So Murphy, unfortunately, will give up the baseball here as another run comes in. Score goes to 7-0, so Jake Goebel goes to first base. Hegray goes to second. Dylan Ritchie goes to third, and Ryan Bachman comes in for the earned run off the walk. So a pitching change for the Titans. We'll see who it is on this break. The pitching change is being brought to you by Quick Mart Sturgis. It's summertime and you're on the go. Quick Mart of Sturgis invites you to stop in and grab a delicious sub sandwich made with their own fresh baked bread. And be sure to try their new seasonal specials like pulled pork, brisket, and summer salads. You can always call ahead and they'll have your order ready when you get there. Quick Mart loves their loyal customers and is proud to support our students and athletes. So your one stop for gas, diesel, snacks, ice, and Sturgis subs. That's Quick Mart, locally owned and operated at the corner of Junction Avenue and Ballpark Road in Sturgis.
Rocking Tree Floral and Garden Center in Sturgis is the place to go when you need gifts and fresh flowers for birthdays, anniversaries, and thank yous. Rocking Tree also carries the full line of willow tree angels, gifts for all occasions, and a nice selection of houseplants. Stop in this week and see what's new at Rocking Tree Floral and Garden Center, right across from the Sturgis Community Center on Lozelle Street. Open 7 days a week.
Quick Mart Sturgis subs pitching change. Harry Anderson, our new pitcher.
Yeah, the youngster, the young right-hander, Kane Peters, taking over for Gage Murphy. Gage leaves after 4 innings pitched through 78 pitches. Faced 24 batters, gave up 4 hits, 7 runs, walked 4, struck out 3, and plunked 3. Hit 3 batters, so Gage Murphy going to sit down, and Kane Peters takes the mound.
So hey, you're going to put a young pitcher out there, and what a way to come in. You got the bases loaded here, no outs, and a 6-0 lead for post 22. Let's see what he can do.
Yeah, Kane Peters, 4.2 innings pitched so far this season. He's 2-0. For the Titans. He's got 7 strikeouts, just 1 walk, hit 1 batter. His ERA is 0.000.
Trying to think the last time we've seen him pitch. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we've seen him this season.
He plays a lot with the Riders.
Yeah.
We saw him earlier in the season playing out in the field. Haven't seen him pitch, though.
See what he can do here against Rapid City post 22, and his first one is outside for ball 1. At the plate, number 23, Blake Weaver. For the Hard Hats, they lead 7-0 here in the top half of the 5th inning. 2 runs come in courtesy of a walk for post 22 this inning. Nice pitch inside ball 1. Strike 1, and that'll leave him the count here 1-1. So even count for Blake Weaver. And takes this one outside ball 2, 2-1. Base is still loaded, no outs here yet. Top of the 5th inning and a 7-0 lead for post 22. And just gets that one. It bounces right to it. See if the Titans can turn the double. They do not. Safe at first, but the force out at second is out number 1.
Dylan Ritchie crosses home plate for an RBI by Blake Weaver.
And it is 8-0 in favor of post 22. So with the out at second, runners on the corners here now as the Titans finally get 1 out here in the top of the 5th. And that will send to the plate now left-handed hitter Hunter Tillery for the Hard Hats. And he'll take ball 1 down low in the basement.
That was a good opportunity for a double play.
Yep. Couldn't quite turn it in time.
That Weaver, really quick, got down to first base. Safe by about a step.
Ooh. Oh, and then hit by pitch as Tillery will take a base. And the bases are loaded again for post 22. And taking off his catcher's gear is Dalton Klosterman, because he is up to bat next for the Hard Hats.
Klosterman scored 2 runs. He's got an RBI, that bunt back in the top of the 3rd inning, and then he scored on a fielder's choice. Ooh.
And that one outside for ball 1. 8-0 lead here for post 22, and they put a couple of runs in here, they'll have this 10-run rule going into the bottom of the fifth. That'll give the Titans just one more chance to get some runs on the board. But that's if they score here. This one's bloop foul right field. And that'll even the count here 1-1.
Yeah, with just one away, it's a real possibility.
It could happen, yep.
Yeah, this game was flying till this inning. It's kind of slowed down after some walked-in runs, some hit-by pitches. Good pitch.
That was, but a little bit high, yep. 2-1 goes the count now for Klosterman.
Kane Peters with some younger brothers that play on some of the lower league teams. And
that one in there, though, for strike 2. 2-2. Good pitch.
We'll be saying the Peters name in Titan and Scooper baseball for the next quite a few years. God willing, I'm still here to do it.
Well, let's hope so.
If I don't get the Rona.
And that one stroked down the left field line, and that will go foul. So the count 2-2. Klosterman stays alive. Two pitch coming from Peters and on the way, and that one drops for ball 3, just outside the strike zone. So full count coming here for Dalton Klosterman. And up high, ball 4. That walks in a run, and it's 9-0 now. Post 22. So 3 walked-in runs this inning for the Hard Hats.
Walk to Klosterman brings up your leadoff hitter, number 20, Branson Keel.
So here comes to the plate Branson Keel once again for the Hard Hats, who had the 2-run homer back in the top of the third. And he'll take strike 1 to get things started here from the youngin', Kane Peters. Oh, and 1 the count. And that one breaks outside. Ball 1, 1-1.
Yeah, Coach Bradford obviously has confidence in this young man to bring him in against one of the best teams in South Dakota, Legion Baseball.
Well, we know they were low on pitchers coming in tonight. And that one up high. A little chin music there for Kane Peters versus Branson Keel. And Keel takes ball 2. So now it's 2-1 the count. Swing and a miss for Keel. Actually, he did get just a piece of it, and he may have taken that one off the shin.
Yeah, just
walk it off.
Just 2 hits for post 22 in this inning. They've been patient at the plate. Been a couple of players hit by pitches. We've got 1, 2, 3 walks, 3 hit by pitches.
Yeah, that ball bounced off the shin, I think, of Keel. The third base coach is going to come talk to him. I couldn't tell if it was his bat that came around and got it or if that's where the ball bounced off of. And it might have been the ball that bounced off his, I think it's his left leg.
Yeah, he's kind of flexing his Achilles tendon and his ankle, and something that would probably send you or I back to the dugout.
Not to the hospital. 2-2 the count.
The ambulance would be waiting outside Strong Field for
for a couple of old men.
Weak Terry at Strong Field.
Oh, dear.
No, I went for a nice mountain bike ride up Bulldog over by the cemetery this afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I just about crashed a couple times. I'm like, please don't crash.
No, then you wouldn't have made it to tonight's game. So, boy, that one stroked down the left field line. Is that fair? Or are they going to call that foul?
Foul ball.
Foul ball. Okay. Boy, I'll tell you what, that was close. That could have went either way.
That was. No, beautiful, beautiful evening for a ride. It was warm, but I was the only one up there, and there were some really technical downhills, and I thought I was going to go over my handlebars one time, and I said, oh, gosh, call Gary from the ER.
That would be bad.
I'm getting my shoulder.
Well, we would have brought in somebody like Tim Post or somebody, so to fill your shoes.
Yeah, everybody's replaceable, right?
Well, I'm not sure about that. You're pretty tough to replace. There's the full count now, 3-2. So that Sturgis football schedule, we were talking about it earlier. The dates are set. So
cool.
August 28th is the opener for the Scoopers against Pierre at Woodle Field.
Can't wait.
6 o'clock, and that's right now. And there's another walked-in run for the Titans. So now it's 10-0, and now the 10-run rule is in play as we head to the bottom of the 5th. So hopefully we get football, and assuming we do, Pierre will be at Woodle Field. 6 o'clock Mountain Time, August 28th, to open the high school football season. We're going to have a discussion on the mound, so that gives us a chance to talk football here. So Terry and I, of course, will be there. And then the following week, we have 2 home games to open up the season. September 4th, nice. St. Thomas More comes to town for game number 2. That's a 6 o'clock kick.
Interesting.
Then Terry and I will load the bus on September 11th. We go to Brookings. We'll be at the brand new stadium for South Dakota State to take on the Bobcats.
It's going to be awesome.
Be a lot of fun for that game.
Oh, man, I hope we have this season.
And then off to Ellsworth Air Force Base, home of the Bones and Drones, to play Douglas on September the 18th. New pitcher, by the way.
Colton Cruikshank taking the mound now for the Titans.
And our pitching change brought to you by Quick Mart Sturgis Subs. So after we go to Douglas, we're back home. We welcome in the Huron Tigers to wrap up September 25th, the date on that one. And then Terry and I got to go back to Yankton on October 2nd. And that is a 6 o'clock kick Mountain Time to take on the Bucks. We love that field. They had a beautiful, beautiful press box. It was heated, and sometimes October can get kind of cold, so we'll look forward to that.
I think the one in Brookings should be nice, too.
Back home for October the 9th, 6 o'clock kick as Mitchell comes to town. That's October 9th. October 16th, we go to Bell, which is kind of an interesting game. Usually we play that Bell game earlier in the season. It's later this year.
It's right before my birthday.
Yep, and then right before Halloween, we'll trick-or-treat with Spearfish at Woodle Field on October 22nd.
Yeah, that September 11th game in Brookings, I looked ahead, and that Champions Golf Tournament is happening in Sioux Falls. It's a professional tournament, the Sanford International. So Friday night baseball, get up Saturday, go watch some golf.
You mean Friday night football.
What did I say?
Baseball.
Friday night football.
There you go.
Sorry. Baseball on the mind.
Baseball on the mind.
Friday night football, Saturday golf, Sunday opening weekend of NFL.
You're going to have a lot of fun, aren't you? We're all hoping this is all going to happen.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the NFL season opens up that Sunday.
Pray that, I'll even take a delay in the NFL as long as we have high school football.
Me too.
0-1 the count as a foul ball here by Colton Hartford at the plate. And a new pitcher, Colton Cruikshank, as we mentioned. And that'll even the count 1-1 on the ball.
Yeah, Kane Peters leaves after facing 4 batters, walked a couple runs in.
Yeah, the Titans just need to get out of this inning here. They're going to have to put a couple on a hit by pitch. So that means Colton Hartford goes to first. That walks in another run. So how many runs walked this inning?
That's 5.
5, right? Yep. So 5 runs walked in, either walked in or hit by pitch in. And it's now 11-0, post 22. The Titans are going to have to get some runs across the bottom half of the 5th or this game is over. Via the 10-run rule, Ryan Bachman comes to the plate. Bachman strokes this one. Look out. It's headed towards center field, and it is off the wall. And that's going to score at least 2. Here comes 1 run. Here comes 2 runs. And that was almost a grand slam by Ryan Bachman. It was just a few feet short as it bounces off the wall out there in center field. Wow. So 13-0 now in favor of the Hard Hats.
2 RBIs on that double by Ryan Bachman.
Bachman's happy, but I seen him give the little signal like, go, go. He was hoping that one was going to go over the wall for the grand slam, but it didn't quite make it. And this one is stroked right field. That's going to fall in front of Anderson out there, and that's going to be another run coming in. So an RBI single for Dylan Ritchie, and the Hard Hats are still going here. In the top of the 5th inning, it is 14-0 now.
13th batter coming across to the plate here at Matt Hegre. Yeah, batter number 13 making a plate appearance for post 22.
So all of a sudden, the offense really exploded here after the walked-in runs for post 22, so they're getting a little bit of everything here. They're getting help from the Titans, and then the Bass have come alive here as Bachman smacks one off the wall out there, and then a right field single by Dylan Ritchie. So Headgray now at the plate with runners on the corners. And that one falls out of the strike zone for ball 2, so 2-0 the count. Yeah, Titans just need to get out of the inning here. Give them a chance here in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, just about next week, it'll be a month away from high school football season.
Yep, looking forward to it. We're hoping. That one breaks inside for strike 1, 2-1 the count. Good to know we have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 home games this year.
Nice.
And 4 away. And that one goes foul, right field. That one headed towards Ballpark Road.
Yeah, we're supposed to get some rain after midnight, it sounds like, right?
Yeah, checking the radar here. Yeah, there could be some coming in here in the next hour, it looks like. That one is stroked. Right field and caught by David Anderson for the out. Tagging up at third base, coming in for the score is number 10, Ryan Bachman, who had the double off the wall out there in center field, makes it 15-0 Hard Hats. And 2 away, runner remains on first, and stepping to the plate now, looks like Jed Jensen is going to check in, and he's number 21 to pinch hit.
Jed Jensen.
Good eye, partner.
Doesn't happen very often. Jensen strokes this one down the left field line, and that will go foul for strike 1, 0-1 the count. This has been a brutally long inning here for the Titans.
2 away finally, but post 22. 10 runs in this inning.
Yep. That one blooped down the left field line again. Almost the exact same spot for Jensen that time for strike 2, 0-2 the count. Yeah, looks like a little bit of rain's about ready to come into Spearfish. And some rain to the west of Deadwood and Lead. Might work its way here over the next 45 minutes to an hour. And that one breaks out of the strike zone for ball 2. So now even count, 2-2. 15-0 in favor of post 22. Well, I thought for sure we were going to see a 7-inning game. Ball 3, that one breaks low. So full count, 3-2. It was looking like we would have a 7-inning game until this inning, but the Titans could still put 4 more runs on the bottom of the 5th to force another inning. We'll see, but they got to get out of this inning. This is pop fly, shallow center field, and no, it's dropped. So another drop for the Sturgis Titans out there. Mistakes are adding up and very costly here for Sturgis this inning. They dropped the fly ball, shallow center field.
Dylan Ritchie hangs out at third base. Post 22 not wanting to run the score up. He could have easily scored.
Yeah. So that'll send to the plate number 14, Jed Sullivan now.
Wayne Sullivan's boy.
I was just going to ask. I believe that's Wayne's boy. We were talking with Wayne when we were down at post 22 earlier. Interestingly enough, we were talking about the football season.
Yeah, we were.
He, too, is hoping we get the season in. Head coach of the St. Thomas More Cavaliers, and like I said, they'll be up in Sturgis in week 2.
Yeah, nice guy.
0-1 the count. Swing on this one, and bloop that one foul down the left field line. 0-2 the count now for Jed Sullivan.
As much as we always want to beat St. Thomas More in every sport, you got to like Wayne Sullivan. They
always treat us well when we go do the games down there. So,
yep. And as a coach, over 25 years at the helm.
This one hit hard. Center field, that's going to drop. Nobody's out there. And that's at least a double for Sullivan. Sullivan safe at second. Brings home another run. It's 16-0 in favor of the Hard Hats now. And runners on second and third.
Dylan Ritchie crosses the plate, an RBI double for Jed Sullivan.
He just found a dead area between center and right field out there. Both David Anderson And Inhofer went chasing that one down, and it just fell right in between them. There was no way either of them were going to get there. I said it was a wide open area out there.
Jed's anything like his older brother Jake Sullivan, just an all-around fantastic athlete, and just that base hit by Jed shows you a little bit about what kind of skill set he has.
Hunter Tillery is at the plate now, number 13 for post 22, and he's already ahead in the count. 2 balls, no strikes.
I'm wondering if we'll see Jed Sullivan as the starting quarterback for...
I'm kind of wondering that, too.
Ryder Kirsch graduated.
A good thought. Oh, he got him swinging in the basement on that one, though, for strike 1, so 2-1 the count. Ex-radio owner Al Decker is here. He's now heading out of the ballpark.
Don't leave yet, Al.
Sturgis might pull a comeback here. That's picked up by Fisher, and Fisher will tag first base for out number 3.
Great defensive play by John Fisher.
So the Titans finally get out of the inning, but 11 runs scored for post 22. So the Titans are going to have to put at least 7 runs on in the bottom half of the inning, or this one is over.
The biggest names in pro rodeo invade Deadwood July 21st through the 25th during the 98th Annual Days of 76. 5 PRCA rodeo performances featuring the world's best, plus progressive steer roping, slack, 2 parades, and the history and fun you'll only find in Deadwood. Get tickets and more information at daysofseventy6.com or call 1-888-838-BULL. The 18-time PRCA Rodeo of the Year and 13-time Badlands Circuit Rodeo of the Year. July 21st through the 25th. The Days of 76 in Deadwood. Best rodeo. No bull.
It's summertime and you're on the go. Quick Mart of Sturgis invites you to stop in and grab a delicious sub sandwich made with their own fresh baked bread. And be sure to try their new seasonal specials like pulled pork, brisket, and summer salads. You can always call ahead and they'll have your order ready when you get there. Quick Mart loves their loyal customers and is proud to support our students and athletes. So you're one stop for gas, diesel, snacks, ice, and Sturgis subs. That's Quick Mart, locally owned and operated at the corner of Junction Avenue and Ballpark Road in Sturgis. And Quick Mart Sturgis Subs, proud sponsor of our Player of the Game Award, in which our award recipient receives a free 6-inch sub at Sturgis Subs, who, by the way, has a new sub. And it's got like some blue cheese crumbles on it.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm going to have to try. I think it's got jalapenos on it, if I'm not mistaken, and chicken.
My wife has a horrible allergy to blue cheese, so
that wouldn't work for her very well, would it?
If I ate it and tried to kiss her.
Oh, and there's cottage cheese on it, too.
Ooh,
or is it coleslaw? No, it's coleslaw.
Okay.
I'll get it right. Sally's going to kill me. Here I am, I'm saying it wrong.
You're throwing out a lot of ingredients.
I am throwing out a lot of ingredients. Coleslaw and blue cheese crumbles I remember for sure, though. Strike 1 to get things started here. John Fisher leads off the bottom of the 5th inning. Sturgis will lose to the 10-run rule if they don't put at least 7 runs on the board here in the bottom half of the 5th inning.
Dylan Ritchie back on the mound for post 22.
Yep, he's going to try and finish this one off for the Hard Hats.
And I've never heard of anyone putting cottage cheese on a sub before. But
well, actually, I have. I think that's why I said it. It's very good.
I would try it. I'm kind of on a diet plan, so that fits into what I can eat.
I might have just given Sally a new idea for another new sandwich with cottage cheese. You never know.
She'll call it the Gary.
She can call it the Gary and Terry. There you go.
That's funny.
All right, strike 2. 0-2 as Fisher fouls this one off down the left field line.
I like weird things on my sandwiches, though. Ooh,
that
strike.
One in there, a strike. So there's a strikeout by Ritchie. Wow.
Quick one.
Strikeout.
We would have used up all our Ks for him tonight if we had any.
That's strikeout number 8 for Dylan Ritchie.
Looks like we've got a pinch hitter coming in here, my friend. Number 3, that's Dylan Ashley, who's going to bat for the Titans.
Get him a couple of reps here in front of the home crowd.
And swings on this one for strike 1.
I like putting chips on my sub and crunching them inside the meat.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Sally would go for that, though.
Put some flaming Cheetos on there.
Yeah, they'd never sell any except to me.
Except to you. Strike 2. And boy, that one just breaking at the bottom of the strike zone there by Dylan Ritchie. Boy, he has been fantastic
phenomenal
on the mound tonight.
What a pitcher. Yeah, anyone tries to hit off this guy, he is tough. Oh,
and that
base
might be a hit, yes.
Base hit.
Ritchie just gave up the no-hitter.
Dylan Ashley.
Oh, man. Ashley ends the no-hitter for Dylan Ritchie. So a pair of Dylans going at it here, and Dylan Ashley wins. He gets a base hit. That's the first one of the night for the Titans.
2 outs away from a no-hitter.
Yep.
Young Dylan Ashley, he almost fell down halfway to first base, too. I think he was excited about getting that base hit.
Great to the plate, Zach Hestel, left-handed hitter for the Titans.
Great job, young man. That went up a little high. I was looking for Dylan Ashley to see how many at-bats he had. He had 5 at-bats coming into this ball game, so good for that young man.
1-0 the count, and Dylan Ritchie prepares the next pitch, and that one just outside for ball 2, 2-0.
Boy, Ashley might have shaken him up a little. Dylan Ritchie's like, what just happened? Zach Hess, though, at the plate, 344 this season.
Ooh, going around, swing and a miss there for Hess. For strike 1, 2-1 the count.
And you know, usually by this time of the game, I'm like, Hess is 2 for 3. Hess has had 1 at-bat before this one. This is his second at-bat. Wow. We're at the bottom of the 5th.
Hess swings on that one, fouls it back.
It's just been a lot of 3 up and 3 downs.
It has for Sturgis tonight, yep.
Yeah, every inning has been a 3 up, 3 down inning for the Titans. We haven't seen that this season.
Even count 2-2 here for Hess.
Ooh, inside.
And that's going to get past the catcher, and that's going to allow Dylan Ashley to get to second base.
First real mistake, I guess, we've seen from
Dylan Ritchie, yep.
And from post 22.
I think that's the first one that's gotten past the catcher and at least gone to the fence.
And we're coming up on about 62 pitches for Dylan Ritchie.
So full count.
Yeah, big lead off second for Dylan Ashley.
And he'll go back. Can't imagine Ritchie would be even interested in making a play here at second at this stage of the game.
You never know.
And Hess swings on this one, fouled out.
Please return all foul balls to the concession stand.
Count will stay full, 3-2. And for the first time tonight, we're saying a runner on second base for the Titans.
Yeah, it's taken us a while to get here. Full count.
Swing on that one, Hess.
Base hit.
That's another base hit, and the Titans
Ashley's
making a run
home
in here. Yes, they're going to wave him home. And the Titans get a run on the board.
Awesome. I like to see that.
So 16-1. The Titans will need to get 6 more runs in here, though, to force a 6th inning. And I was keeping an eye on the dugout over there of post 22. And they're going to let Ritchie keep going here. I know he would love to finish this game here.
Second baseman Matt Hegry walks over to chat with him for a second, but Dylan Ritchie just gave up 1 hit against the Titans back on June 10th at Fitzgerald Stadium, so 2 tonight.
Fouled into the backstop as Owen Cass steps to the plate, number 25. That is strike 1, 0-1 the count.
And I was a little worried that we wouldn't have any stats for a player of the game. Now we do.
Now we have one, and he's on first base right at the moment. Of course, Dylan Ashley there, too. He scored the Titans' only run so far.
I'll let you make the decision tonight,
all right.
brother.
One of them's going to get free ice cream, I do believe, unless we get a couple of big hits here. You never know.
Owen Cass at the plate. Owen hitting .455. Owen struck out back in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Even count here, 1-1. For Cass. Cass swings on this one, strike 2.
Yeah, that's right. That is Dylan Ashley's first hit of the year for the Titans.
Yep, that might put him in the running for the free 6-inch sub.
And I thought I was going to get it.
No.
Please give me the Gary.
There's no announcer of the game.
Give me the Gary with extra cottage cheese, please.
Dump a lot of sriracha on there.
Ooh.
On that cottage cheese.
Ooh. Sounds like a gut ache waiting to happen there.
And then you just wash it down with an ice cold
Mountain Dew.
2-2 the count for Owen Cass. Swing and a strikeout. Out number 2.
Strikeout for out number 2.
And that's strikeout number 9 for Richie. He had 10 back on June 10th in Rapid City against the Titans.
He could legitimately get it here as R.J. Andrzejewski steps to the plate for the Titans.
R.J. struck out back in the bottom of the 3rd inning, hitting .299 on the season.
And takes this one up high for ball 1. Final home game of the year already. Can you believe it?
Yeah, it's a bummer, but at least we got to play some baseball.
We'll have one next Wednesday. We'll be down at Pete Lean for Post 320 for the season finale. Swing and a miss here. Strike 1, 1-1 the count.
You know, we were talking before the game with one of the umpires, and it feels the same thing as the same way we do. I would have gone insane without this season.
Good thing we got some baseball in this summer.
Goodness.
It's good to see.
Yep, I would be 400 pounds sitting on my couch.
Just go around strike 2, 1-2.
Instead, I've actually lost a little weight recently.
That's good. We've had some pretty good games that we called this year too.
Lots of fun.
Yeah. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that one breaks out of the strike zone for ball 2, 2-2, and we'll be putting a curse on the COVID-19 to go away here over the next few weeks so we can get high school football in the fall. Parents are out there saying, don't forget so we can get kids back in school. That too.
Yeah, a lot of debate going on
problem
around the country with that. And
2-2, and this one popped high in the air. I lost track of it.
I did too.
And I believe it went foul.
Oh, that almost bounced in the press booth. That was our last chance, Gary.
That could have been our last chance for the season. Yeah.
Chance on getting a foul ball in here.
Maybe we'll get it in the Scooper baseball season next spring.
Maybe. Well, RJ's he might get one back to us. That would have been nice to have a bouncer back in here rather than a screamer.
That one's easier to catch than a rocket sled on a rail coming back here.
And a screamer.
Wile E. Coyote and his rocket sled on a rail. And that one is hit right field. That one should be easily caught, and that's game. 16-1 is your final. The Titans get a run on the board, but it's way too little too late as the Post 22 Hard Hats pick up the 16-1 win here tonight in 5 innings via the 10-run rule. That's a strong field here in Sturgis. All right, our player of the game and the post-game show brought to you by Quick Mart Sturgis Subs is coming up.
Are you looking for a new vehicle? Are you tired of wasting time on too many websites? BlackHillsAutomall.com is now live. There's a new way to shop for your next vehicle, the Black Hills Auto Mall. BlackHillsAutomall.com is the newest place to go for your new and pre-owned vehicles, power sports, motorcycles, even ag equipment and trailers. The Black Hills Auto Mall is the fastest growing selection of inventory in western South Dakota. Easy-to-navigate website. Go to BlackHillsAutomall.com to start searching for your next vehicle. That's BlackHillsAutomall.com.
If you've been thinking about setting some new fitness goals, Flex Fitness and Sturgis CrossFit offer everything you need to get in your best shape ever, and all under one roof. Whether you're looking for a personal trainer, fitness classes, or a great space to work out, you'll find it here. Stop in for a free tour and see for yourself how they can help you achieve your fitness goals this year. That's Flex Fitness and Sturgis CrossFit, 948 Pineview Drive in Sturgis, or visit them online at flexfitclub.com and sturgiscrossfit.com.
Castu Longshore Real Estate is a full-time real estate company licensed in South Dakota. They offer their company services to a broad field of prospective clients, including in-state and out-of-state companies and individuals, both looking to purchase or sell real estate. They're ready to visit with you and answer all of your auction and real estate questions. So give them a call, 605-347-5110, and talk to Jerry or Ryan, or stop by their office at 1951 Junction Avenue in Sturgis. They're They're professional. They're honest. They're a family-owned business. Castile Auction and Real Estate of Sturgis.
At Northern Hills Eye Care, they know how important your eye health is and the positive effect good vision has on the learning process. Always offering eye care on the cutting edge, they have the most advanced technology available in eye care today. Their full optical lab features state-of-the-art finishing equipment for eyeglass lenses, so they can provide you with great eyeglass quality and fast service too. For comprehensive vision and eye health care for all ages, see the caring eye doctors at Northern Hills Eye Care in Sturgis, or visit their website at northernhillseye.com.
Rocking Tree Floral and Garden Center in Sturgis is the place to go when you need gifts and fresh flowers for birthdays, anniversaries, and thank yous. Rocking Tree also carries the full line of willow tree angels, gifts for all occasions, and a nice selection of houseplants. Stop in this week and see what's new at Rocking Tree Floral and Garden Center, right across from the Sturgis Community Center on Lozelle Street. Open 7 days a week.
It's summertime and you're on the go. Quick Mart of Sturgis invites you to stop in and grab a delicious sub sandwich made with their own fresh baked bread. And be sure to try their new seasonal specials like pulled pork, brisket, and summer salads. You can always call ahead and they'll have your order ready when you get there. Quick Mart loves their loyal customers and is proud to support our students and athletes. They're your one stop for gas, diesel, snacks, ice, and Sturgis subs. That's Quick Mart, locally owned and operated at the corner of Junction Avenue and Ballpark Road in Sturgis. Tonight's postgame is being brought to you by Quick Mart Sturgis Subs, proud sponsor of our Player of the Game Award, which we'll announce here in just a few short moments. But first, your final tonight, Rapid City Post 22 scores 11 runs in the top of the fifth inning, and they put this one away 16-1 in 5. And Terry Anderson has our stats for tonight. Go ahead, my friend.
Thanks, Gary. Dylan Ritchie pitching for Post 22 gets the complete game win in 5 innings through 76 pitches, 17 batters. Gave up 2 hits, 1 run, struck out 9. Gage Murphy takes the loss for Sturgis. Dylan Ashley came in the game to hit for Colton Cruikshank in that bottom of the 5th. Got his first hit of the season and scored a run. Zach Hess pounded him in with a single and gets the RBI. Zach Hess was 1 for 2. For Post 22, Branson Keel, a 2-run home run in the top of the 3rd inning. He scored 2 runs. Colton Hartford also scored 2 runs. Ryan Bachman, 2 for 3, 2 RBIs. He scored 2. Dylan Ritchie, the pitcher and cleanup hitter, 3 for 4 at the plate, scored 2 runs, had 1 RBI. Jed Sullivan, we saw him come in late, top of the 5th, and hit a RBI double. Jed Sullivan was 1 for 1. Blake Weaver ended up the night 1 for 2 with 1 RBI. Post 22, 8 hits, 4 left on base. Post 33 Titans, just 2 hits and 1 left on base. And Post 22 gets a big win here. They run away with it in the 5th inning by scoring 11 runs. And they win in 5 innings in a mercy rule game. They beat the Titans 16-1.
All right. I'm thinking player of the game should go to Dylan Ashley.
I agree.
Got the first hit tonight for the Sturgis Titans, and then that hard luck award for the free ice cream, no doubt about it. Got to be Zach Hess. Brought Dylan Ashley in. Really the only offensive highlights tonight for the Sturgis Titans.
That's all we had. Yeah, Dylan Ritchie, it was 3 up, 3 down through 4 innings for the Titans, hitless going into that bottom of the 5th inning, and Dylan Ashley came in and poked one between the first and second baseman, and then Zach Hess came up and knocked him in. So good to see that. Good to see a little bit of offense at the end, but Post 22, just some rough pitching. That top of the 5th inning, they scored 11 runs on 5 hits. There was 4 runners walked in for runs in that inning. 1 hit by a pitch that came in that inning as well. So just a tough pitching inning for the Titans. But, it's the end of the season here at home.
Yep.
The last home game. And also got to say that Josh Weiss was honored here tonight by the Titans. Former Titan player, played in the early 2000s, passed away on Friday out at Ormond Dam. He was number 33, and if you listened earlier, former head coach Wade Huntington talked about how that Josh Weiss was the only player to ever wear number 33, for post 33, and he said he hadn't seen the jersey for years. Went in the equipment shed, looked around, opened up a bin. The first jersey he saw was number 33 sitting on top, and they hung that over by the dugout tonight to pay tribute to Josh Weiss. And like we said, our thoughts and prayers go out to the Weiss family and to Josh's fiance. And yeah, tough weekend for them, and he was honored here tonight at Strong Field.
I'm guessing we might see that number retired in his memory.
I think so.
Yeah. So definitely our thoughts and prayers with that entire family, of course. And Titans fall tonight to Rapid City Post 22. Your final score is 16-1. All right, we have one broadcast left before the tournament starts here in the state. They will have a state tournament. I think they're still trying to figure out the logistics of that, so we'll continue to follow that over the next week. But next Wednesday night, we'll travel down to Pete Lean Field. We'll bring you that regular season finale as the Sturgis Titans will be at Rapid City Post 320 on the Stars next Wednesday night.
Wednesday, good. I was going to say, afterwards, Gary, can we go to the Buffalo Wild Wings?
If they're allowing people inside.
Oh, they might not be. You're right.
We'll find out next Wednesday.
We're living in the age of coronavirus.
That's right. We'll find out next Wednesday, and we'll go from there.
Sounds good.
All right, we're going to say goodnight for the final time this season from Strong Field here in Sturgis. Your final score, Post 22 with the 16-1 win over the Sturgis Titans. For Terry Anderson, I'm Gary Matthews. Have a good night, everyone.
Aloha.
Scattered showers and storms are likely across the region here for tonight, with a low falling to around 53. As we get into your Tuesday, we'll see another chance of showers and storms under partly sunny skies. Highs warm up to around 71 degrees, with a storm chance lingering for your Tuesday night, and a low temperature in the mid-50s. By Wednesday, things dry out with plenty of sunshine on tap. Highs warm up to around 81, with an isolated storm not being ruled out late on Wednesday night, otherwise clear, and a low temperature near 61. For Thursday, plenty of blue skies and sunshine will be expected. Highs climb to around 87, with clear skies holding on for Thursday night and a low temperature near 65. As we get into your Friday, it is going to be quite a hot one with high temperatures